Hello everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Now, before we get to today's deck, I would like you to take a moment to step back and to relax your mind. Forget about everything and anything that may be troubling you, and I would like you to focus on the fire, focus on the flames. Watch them dance, so bright and so vibrant. Now imagine a board going up in flames, thanks to Firemancer Flurgle. Now, if we're playing Flurgle, that can only mean one thing. We are back to playing Shudderwock Shaman again, but this time with Galakrond and a few other interesting additions. Theotar is in this deck after being nerfed, Sylvanas is here too. Oh, and Framester. Shuffling overload effects into your opponent's deck is so much fun. So let's have a look at the deck in action on the Wild Mode ladder, a selection of awesome games. Alright, here we go.
Are you ready to fight?
So there are a lot of mages on the ladder at the moment, secrets mages in particular. This is bringing back memories from years gone by when there was nothing but secrets mage on the ladder. So it is somewhat shocking to see it again. Although, to be honest, I would rather be facing Secrets Mage rather than Big Priest, right? Big Priest I'm still facing, but not as many as before. And the frustration with Big Priest still exists. If they're able to cheat out those big threats really early, well, there's nothing you can really do. So I would much rather be taking on Secrets Mages. At least I feel like I stand a chance against them. Alright, a 3-2 versus a 2-3. Secret on 3, okay. Guess to be expected.
I do the crime, you do the time.
Okay, shuffling those overload effects into the deck. Ah, rigged fair game. Oh, but we get an overload effect triggered. Very nice. So I'm a huge fan of Framester. I think if you end up overloading your opponent in the early game, I think that matters a lot, right? When they've only got so much mana to play with and you overload them, you know, there's less they can do on that early turn. And that can buy you time. It really can. In the late game, I think it's less effective because they've got more mana to play with. So if they're overloading, you know, by 2, it's not the worst thing in the world for them in the late game, I guess. Still enough mana to utilise to do other things, perhaps.
It'll be our little.
Alright, Secrets Mage going off here.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Oh wow. Oh gosh, stop playing stuff. That's quite a significant turn. So counterspell is a thing. It's not counterspell. So now we can do this. We get our Flurgle, we get our Toxfin. And I'm just happy to chill here for a bit. There are more secrets in play now, or more secrets available now, and it is becoming a little bit harder to keep track of things. You can see the list of potential secrets there on the left side of the screen. Being able to predict and keep track of what mages do now is harder.
Your signature is
Wow, they really are going all in, but they must know I have Flurgle and Toxfin available. That's a good thing to kill. Alright, played around runes. So now we should be safe, right? There shouldn't be another secret on that list that could screw up our combo. Oh, wow! Conceding to Flurgle and Toxfin, I guess it's just really powerful still. Alright, joining our next game in progress, it's another mage. And it's time for some Galakrond action. Okay, we didn't get the 8/8s and we didn't get the weapon, but still, we got some value. And sometimes with Galakrond, depending on your situation, just the armor gain alone is pretty reasonable to get you out of trouble.
Your signature is required.
And that hero power is pretty decent too. It is better than the normal Shaman hero power. Alright, doing what we can here, just to take the most pressure off of the board. And we have the board advantage, and we have resources in hand.
So, what's troubling you?
Excuse me, you are
Oh, no secret in play though. That's so unfortunate. If they'd had a secret in play, imagine what they could have done to my board. Could have wiped out most of it. Okay. So, we just have so much available to us. Such a choice of cards here. Are we at a point in this game where it doesn't matter what we do? As long as we can keep some semblance of board control, do we just win? I think we do.
I do the crime, you do the time.
Alright, just playing stuff. Oh, hello, Theatar. Not going to get us any value in this game. And the Theatar nerf is interesting. Up to 5 mana in cost. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I see Theatar as a necessary evil in this meta. I think for Shudderwock Shaman,
the time has come to dethrone.
having Theatar available is a great thing.
They're guilty, I tell you!
Just gives the deck a bit of an edge. An increased chance of outlasting your opponent by stealing something important from their hand. So I like Theatar. I know a lot of people dislike the card and see it as too disruptive. I'm okay with it.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
Right, I see you, says Lothab, and this should be game over. Right? No? Okay. Opponent has not conceded. This is fascinating. However, this is not a bad thing, right? Because they're not dead. So I can do this. Oh! No! Wait! My Shudderwock. Oh no. That was rude.
How can you stand against a force of nature?
That was so rude. My Shudderwock. I just wanted to play my Shudderwock.
I'm late.
You see, that's an interesting secret that you got to keep an eye on. Anyway,
A toast to my
Denathrius wins are pretty cool wins. Even if Denathrius is not buffed up. It's still cool. Right, next game. Time for a Druid. So this deck has 2 copies of Ice Fishing, but it runs 3 Murlocs. Toxfin, Flurgle, and Finley.
I see you've brought I I see you.
And I assume that some people would take issue with that. 2 ice fishings, 3 murlocs. Why not just run Flurgle Toxfin and 1 copy of ice fishing? Is Finley really that important in this deck? I guess Finley can help you find something that you really need, right? Could possibly get you out of a tough situation. But I do find that Finley messes up with ice fishing. I'll play ice fishing and I'll get Finley and Toxfin. Or Finley and Flurgle. And too often I don't get Flurgle and Toxfin, which is the combo that I need most of the time, right? Or it's the 2 Murlocs I need most of the time. Most of the time, I don't need Finley. I have no interest in drawing him, right? So, by having 3 Murlocs in the deck, yeah, it's not great for the ice fishing. But at this point in time, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. We have 2 copies of Ice Fishing in hand, so we are guaranteed to get our Flurgle Toxfin combo if we need it. But I suspect in this game we will never need Flurgle and Toxfin. Our opponent doesn't have any minions on the board. Alright, may as well... Oh look, see what I mean? Toxfin and Finley. So playing both copies of Ice Fishing there gets us all 3 of the Murlocs. They're in hand, so we're not going to be drawing them naturally, thus making either copy of Ice Fishing useless or redundant in our hand if we were to draw the Murlocs naturally. So we've got our value with our draw. Oh wow. Targeting everything there onto a Carney. I don't know if hero powering was the right thing to do there. We got a 1/1 totem. It can attack. That's something. Also, not taking advantage of the rush effects there. But I just wanted to empty out my hand. And also get the infused effects going, buff up Denathrius. Card draw pretty nice. Oh, hello, Shudderwock. Do I want to give my opponent armor? I think it's fine.
Lightly used armor.
It's just getting cards out of my hand. Gives me more minions on board that I can potentially kill off if they play stuff on board and get Denathrius buffed up even more. I assume they have their own Denathrius in hand, perhaps. Ooh, starfish! That's interesting. So again, just killing stuff off to the best of our ability. Need to make room on the board. May as well draw cards. Sure. Alright. So, what is the end game for this Druid? Again, seeing this, I have to assume there is a Denathrius in hand, getting buffed up. Couldn't clear my entire board. Oh, we get the 1/1 again. Again, I was unsure about whether to hero power or not, but getting a totem that can attack I think is decent. So, I played Bolner because I have Denathrius next turn. And I was hoping that Bolner would be alive. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. I can afford to throw away key cards. Oh, Galakrond. So, I guess we will be going for Galakrond next turn, maybe. Value drawing a card, even if I'm just freezing a 1/1. We pop the shield, that's very nice. In case we want to go off with Flurgle Toxfin. And Renathal being played just gets it out of our hand, makes space. So next turn it could be Galakrond, Flurgle and Toxfin. That's an incredibly powerful combo of 3 cards to play. Because it clears the board, it develops 8/8s that remain healthy. Because you don't have to trade them into anything. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful.
My hand is too.
And this should just be game over now. How does the opponent beat this? Oh, poison seeds. Okay. That's something. Oh, hello. Spreading plague. I've not seen this played for quite some time. This brings back memories. So, Denathrius here, I think, is just an easy win. Part of me wants to stall this out a bit more, so I can play my Shudderwock. But we'll end it. Why not? That was a really, really fun game. Felt pretty one-sided, though. Okay, maybe we will be up for a bit more of a challenge here. It's a mage again. I don't know if this mulligan is correct. I'm keeping Denathrius because I guess I'll end up playing stuff. It'll end up dying. We'll buff up Denathrius.
I see you've brought guests.
Dungeoneers, I guess, a decent keep. And here, we can waste a freeze effect just to get a 2/1 onto the board. So I think this is fine. Oh, hello. That's very useful. Let's see if we get lucky. Flurgle and Toxfin, come on. No? Oh dear. Toxfin and Finley. You see, this is the problem with playing 3 Murlocs in the deck. You just miss all the time on your Flurgle Toxfin combo. Oh, okay, but second copy of Ice Fishing. So next turn, if we want, we can get our Flurgle. Oh wow, Book of Spectres. So this looks like Mech Mage, who is hoarding resources in their hand. And I suspect they're going to be discounting their mechs very shortly. Here we go. Let those discounts commence. There it is. So this will be a battle for the board. And I have Flurgle Toxfin, so I'm feeling supremely confident. However, I guess mechs can get Divine Shield, and that could be problematic. So we have Devolve to deal with that. So I feel like we have the perfect hand here to deal with Mech Mage. And in addition to Divine Shield, there are Death Rattles as well that are a consideration. So Devolve does become even more crucial to remove both Divine Shield and the Death Rattle effect. And that just allows Flurgle Toxin to be super clean, super effective. How much are you willing to commit to this board? That's the question. You have 4 mana left to play with. Will you just leave your board as it is? No. Oh, you're loading up. You're really loading up. Oh my goodness! Enhance the Mechanic. Oh, bloody hell. Wind Furies, Divine Shields, blimey. If I didn't have Devolve, I think I'd be pretty screwed. The question is, do I want to get rid of this board? It's a full board, they can't play anything else onto the board. So I may as well just get rid of it. And I think we've bought ourselves a little bit of time to find some more resources. Yeah, if all they are thinking about here is pinging... Is that it? Really? That's it? Wow.
I'm 7 moves ahead of you.
Alright, they are minion-centric, so blocking a minion makes sense. I just feel like we're too far ahead. Goodbye, Mech Warfare. I guess they had no choice. They had to test for it. And Ziliax is just more valuable. Oh my goodness. Okay. I got excited for a moment, thinking I still had Flurgle on the board. So Grumble giving you Flurgle and Toxin back to hand is just pretty nuts. Oh, there's an overload effect. Oh, hello. As good as that is, I just don't think that it's enough to turn a game around. My infused effects, though, are really benefiting from this. And we need to kill this off in order to play Sylvanas.
I will never serve, but you shall.
That's a beautiful entrance. It's very rare that I get to play Sylvanas. So I'm just grateful that I've been able to get some value from her in this game. I think it's pretty cool. I think the question is, are we going to be going for a Denathrius finish in this game? Oh, chugga chugga! I want to play Denathrius now. Because I can go face. And then, I don't know, if they've somehow got a way of clearing this board, I can play the Shudderwock, repeat the effect. Well, I've got the bird, right? The bird can repeat the effect. But I suspect they won't allow us to repeat the effect, because I just don't think they can survive past this turn. In terms of clearing the board. I think they'll just concede. Although, if they just give me one more turn, I could play my Shudderwock. Oh, are they doing it? Oh, they almost did it. They're still dead, unfortunately. Oh, damn it. Really wanted to play the Shudderwock. Alright. Another game, another mage. Mages are everywhere. And I assume this will be Secrets Mage.
I see you've brought game.
We have a nice start with our 1-drop.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
The question is, do we play a dirty rat?
I'll show them. I'll show
Right.
them all.
If I play a rat, what's the worst that could happen? There's actually a lot that could go wrong here.
Ready for this?
Oh no, that's really, really bad. That's really, really bad. But I don't think they can play a secret this turn. Secrets cost 3 mana. And they could cheat out a secret, make it cheaper and play it, but maybe they can't. And then we're happy.
An incredible discovery.
No, they can only draw a secret, not play it. That's great. Oh, the trade. Wow. Really want to get rid of that rat. I'm happy to test here with Bolner. You could argue there are better uses for Bolner. But I'd rather sacrifice Bolner. And ensure that I can play Okani. Okani is just far more important for me. Oh, ping! Is that it? Of course not. Of course not. This is annoying. Oh, that's helpful.
I do the crime.
We can play this and sacrifice it into whatever secret. No? Okay. Ah, that's annoying. However, we could be safe to play our Okani next turn.
An incredible discovery.
I'll show them. I'll show
We just seem to be going back and forth here on the board. Now that's a good draw.
the power double the stars.
Because of this, the ability to summon these rush minions, kill them, sacrifice them. And as a result, we start to buff up the Famished Fool. Very nice. There's a bit of overload. And I think that's going to be super helpful for us next turn. Having 2 less mana to play with on an early or mid-game turn is pretty decent for us.
You're not ready for this.
Annoying. Are they somehow going to be able to play 2 secrets this turn to kill off both of these minions?
It'll be our little secret.
That's 1. You got a second? No. I guess they're just happy to sacrifice the Flak Mage.
Fury.
Okay, knowing that this would happen, that's fair, I guess. But I feel a lot happier with the Flak Mage off the board. Ah, another rigged fair game. Very annoying. But some overload, sure. Okay, so they've drawn a load of cards here, but with 4 mana, how much can they accomplish? This is why I'm a huge, huge fan of Framester. Do you know what would be great? Having Toxfin available to us. That would be phenomenal. Hello.
Frostbite's sharper than fang.
So we need to test for Counterspell. And it is. Okay. So now, we have our combo to clear the board. We're at 40 health. So I don't think there's a chance of us dying, and our opponent is 2 less mana to play with. So that's a bit of a crippling effect. So next turn, we can go all in with our combo. I mean, next turn, we could play with Carney, Flurgle, and Toxfin if we wanted. And they know we've got the combo. They're making these trades, these value trades. May as well get as much value as they can get from their board. Oh, but interesting that they committed the 4/4. That's very interesting. Do you know what's better than Flurgle, Toxfin, Okani? Flurgle, Toxfin, Loetheb. This is really sweet. Because now their spells are more expensive, hopefully this is going to make sure that Flurgle survives. Oh wow, all they can do is ping. That's beautiful. Because you now know what we could do. We can play Grumble. And do this all over again. This is so glorious. I see you. Says Lothar. Playing the ice fishing just to get it out of our hand. It's now useless, redundant. And we're also going to be building up to a Denathrius turn soon, I think. Just need a few more things to die. But yeah, they decided they had enough. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Ebrosef's Shudderwock Shaman. What a beautiful, beautiful deck. And I like the inclusion of Galakrond in the deck. Especially when you're summoning those 2/1 rush minions when you're invoking Galakrond, and they're easy to kill off obviously, so that helps with your infuse effect, that helps buff up your Denathrius, it helps the Famished Fool, so I really like that dynamic. Theotar costing 5 after the nerfs I think is absolutely fine, it still has a really significant impact. Sylvanas the Accused, I've got a little bit of value off her, but not much. It does take a lot to get her active, and then you're looking for the right opportunity, the right moment to play her. So, all in all, fun deck. It's helped me ladder up to progress through the wild ladder. But here is my MVP card, my absolute favourite card in the deck, and that is Framester. So the Battle Cry. Shuffle 3 framed cards into the opponent's deck, and when they're drawn, you overload for 2, and that impacts the opponent on the following turn. Now, as you saw in those highlights, this works really well. In the early game, when your opponent has, say, 5 or 6 mana maybe, and now they have 2 less mana to work with, that can really limit their early game plays, where they're especially trying to maximise their use of mana on those early turns. They're trying to play it as much as they can from hand, making full use of the mana to maximise their board presence. So by having 2 less mana to play with, you're really screwing with the opponent, and that's great. So, really fun deck overall. I would recommend that you give it a try. I would say it's off meta, given the inclusion of Galakrond perhaps, but fun overall, and the Shudderwock dynamic can see you through in those long games. So thank you very much for joining me everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you all again very soon for more wild mode fun, but until next time, please stay safe, please look after yourselves, and as always, please be good to one another.